peers code. They spend a lot of time doing that. We just went through a Coursera course together on interactive Python, and they have this little tool where they'd show their code and then run it in front of the class. And then the thing that they get out of all this is code literacy at the end, right? They're able to actually go out and read things that are much more complicated than they're able to write at that point. And that's a pretty important skill for them to be able to evolve their programming. And this whole system, again, we're working on a mastery basis, so everyone in the class rises up to this level, demonstrates to their peers what they know, and we try to get everyone on the same page at the same, by the end of the course. So this is the type of training that I think that we should be doing, the way that we should be designing our lessons. We identify the key knowledge that we need to get people to a certain level. We teach and fill the gaps, for anybody that is coming and taking these lessons. And then finally, we have the people who are doing this. They demonstrate the skills that they're learning to their peers and mentors, because that's where everything kind of gels, right? You take the time to show people what you learn, and then you have to explain it. And we all, I think, kind of know that intuitively. But if we did this, if we changed all of our training to be in that model, right? We would be going from something my husband likes to call, I covered it, it's up to them to learn. And we moved to thinking about this in terms of if I didn't teach it, or I'm sorry, if they didn't learn it, I didn't teach it, right? And that's a pretty substantial shift in thinking, because a lot of the documentation that we have out there, a lot of the books that you'll get, they're really on the I covered it, it's up to you to learn model. They give you a wall of text, you read through it, and then you kind of fumble along and try to figure out what they were talking about. And the training materials and books that go with this other model, where they have follow-up questions, they have these checks for understanding, they circle back and have these feedback loops. Those are the ones where you really learn it as you're going through it. And you struggle a lot less. So I'm really excited because I think that there is grassroots training that is headed in this direction, larger grassroots training programs that are headed in this direction. So the first one that some friends turned me onto is called linuxtraining.be. It's a consulting company out of Belgium, and they decided to take a curriculum that they teach for a fee. They decided to publish that curriculum online. And they put it on GitHub, and I believe it's Creative Commons licensed. I'm not sure at this moment, but anyway, it's on GitHub, so you could fork it. And some friends of mine that work at the Oregon State University Open Source Lab, they were having trouble with